Okay, so I wanted to put together some valuable information for all those with the goal of wanting to put some size on, for those looking to ultimately develop lean muscle mass to their frames. In this short video series, I want to share my experience across the area of what I consider the most important factors for achieving your personal maximum growth rate. The first thing I want people to understand, and what I explain to all my clients, is that you will grow the most in your first year of real training, with diminishing returns after that. What this means is that each year of training will net us less and less muscle growth in return for your efforts. The first few years of real training, where you get things right, will net us our most significant gains and push us at the fastest rate we'll ever experience towards our genetic potential. After that, we can of course still continue to gain muscle, but it will be at a slower rate. Now, there's some key factors that determine the rate we can gain muscle and whether we grow muscle quickly as our genetic potential will allow. Number 1, genetics. Second most important, calorie intake. Third most important, enough training stimulus to force adaptation. 4, sufficient protein. 5, enough quality sleep. 6, successful management of stress. 7, your body fat percentage. 8, everything else, which includes meal timing, carb-fat ratios, micronutrients, supplements. So let's first look at number 1, your genetic potential. Now we all know that guy in the gym who appears to train with little effort, but they're jacked. Or maybe someone you know, someone who started at the same time you did, but grew like a weed and overtook you, despite you starting at the same time and following similar training protocols. Unfair, right? Yeah, it is. But hey, that's life. Your genetics are your genetics. You need to play the hand you are dealt to the best of your ability and be the best that you can. The main point I'm trying to make here is that you shouldn't look at someone who is bigger than you and assume that they have some special knowledge or are following a superior training protocol. Likewise, it's also important not to look at a smaller guy and assume that they don't know what they're doing either. Some of the most technically knowledgeable people I know in the industry have good, but not world-class physiques. Now this makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Frustration with their own results led them to study harder. So genetics matter then, right? 100%. But if you're wanting to make the most out of your personal genetic potential, then no, they don't matter. But the trick is, if you are doing everything else right on the factors that influence your ability to grow, as long as you don't compare yourself and your progress to others, who of course have different genetic makeups, then genetics don't matter. Next video, I'm going to cover the second most important thing on the list, your calorie intake. In the meantime, if you have any questions on anything regarding genetics and muscle growth that we briefly touched on, please feel free to reach out and ask. I'm here to help.